Hi YouTube, it's Tuesday, so it's time for a TTC update and the boys are asleep upstairs, so I'm just gonna film down here in the living room. And first off, I have to say that I actually did not film the ultrasounds that I've been to since last week's update. Oops. These first couple of weeks of the semester have just been jam-packed with lots of stuff to do, and I think my mind is just kind of scattered right now, so I just completely forgot to film the ultrasound, so I'm sorry about that, but I can tell you about them. The first one I did on Friday, so I think it was week or day 6 of hormones. I went in and I did an ultrasound, and I actually was pretty late, or I was actually just 7 minutes late for the appointment, but once I got there the doctor was like, okay, I have a lunch meeting in 3 minutes, so we'll have to do this quick. So I was like, oops, sorry. I completely miscalculated how long it would take for me to go to the library from the university and then back to the doctor's office from the library, because I was doing it on my lunch break and then I had to go back to school. So yeah, it was kind of a very hectic, weird day, and I wish I had filmed it because it was just bad day, weird day. But anyway, I went in for the ultrasound. I had not a lot of activity as usual. My right ovary was kind of not doing anything at all, and on the left one I had one kind of bigger follicle. It was about 10 millimeters, so that's exactly the way it looked last time in my last hormone treatment. So they basically said keep going with the same amount of hormones and come back on Tuesday, so that's today, 4 days or 4 more days of hormones. So I kept taking the hormones, and then I went in today. I was on time. I was actually like 45 minutes early because again I went on my lunch break and I didn't have to go to the library beforehand, so that was good. I actually kind of stole some of their electricity because I had to charge my computer. So I sat on my computer and studied, which made me feel very kind of calm and like I was doing something productive. So I was in a good mood for that ultrasound, which I usually am not, but I was. So we did that ultrasound, and it was kind of, I had kind of anticipated that there would be no activity, because last time when I did the last hormone treatment I went back after 4 days too, and the 10 millimeter follicle had actually shrunk to 8, so I was kind of like setting my mind to the fact that it could have shrunk, but it hadn't, so that's good. It had only grown a tiny bit, like 3 millimeters. It was about 13, but still that's growth, and that's good. And the doctor actually even said that I could up the dosage a bit, so I will be taking 58 units of the hormones, the Puregon hormones, instead of 42. So yeah, I guess that's good too. And now I'm going back on Friday, and hopefully there will be some more activity for then. Let me see. Okay, I kind of just rambled on, or not rambled on. I tried to make it quick because I was worried that I wouldn't have enough time for the things that I wanted to say, but I can see now on the screen that I do have a couple of minutes left. So I just thought that I would talk about my feelings right now and my kind of hopes for Friday. Since I am upping the dosage, there is a risk of overstimulation in just the way that I might have too many follicles, because here in Sweden, I've said this before, but I think it could be said again, I guess. In Sweden you're not allowed to get the ovulation shot if you have more than 2 follicles that are like at the size where they could drop, or whatever you say in English, because they aren't allowed to risk triplets, which I think is a good rule, but it's kind of frustrating when you kind of just work and you try to get 1 follicle and it's so hard, and you have not enough hormones, so you have to up the dosage, and suddenly you have too many follicles because the hormones are just the dosage is too high. And so that's kind of what I'm worrying about with upping the dosage. But I'm hoping that there will be one. I mean, there's one at 13 and all the others are like probably like 4 or 5 or something, because they're tiny. He didn't measure them, but I bet they're very small. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of, but I think it will be fine. I'm just hoping that something will have happened for Friday, that it doesn't just kind of stand still, because it has before. But I'm kind of hopeful. But now I'm gonna go to bed. So please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily vlogs. And we will see you again tomorrow for a normal vlog, and in a week for another TTC Tuesday. Bye.